Yeah, morning time here in Vrindavan, 27th of May. I did put out a quick video about cortisol, the cortisol hormone. And the majority of the people are identifying the cortisol hormone as the stress hormone. That hormone that, damages your body so much. Oh, stress, stress. As soon as you say stress, then you're going to say cancer and everything else. So they're not giving a real picture of what is the cortisol hormone. The cortisol hormone is a very, just by what I'll be talking about, you'll see that it's a very intimate. It's very useful, hormone. Okay, now today, 27th, 2025, we'll figure out the Muhurta, the Surya Muhurta. To figure out any Muhurta, I'll just move this around. It's easier. You can see better too. Good morning, Radha Madan Gopal. Good morning, Gorni time. And we bathed the Shaligrams and Govardhans in this room yesterday. So they're all nice and bathed. And the temperature is wonderful. It's the worst temperature, worst atmosphere it could be for taking up the wheat, but it's incredible temperature. And matter of fact, there's forecast thunderstorms. I mean, I hope my friends got their wheat up, because with the thunderstorm, it's just going to destroy the wheat. This is usually a very dry season and time for harvesting the wheat, but it has been difficult. Almost every other day it rains. Okay, let's get back to the subject matter here. It's, my subject matter is being able to eat, and some people give me wheat. Now they're going to have a hard time. Okay, so now, a general way to find, I've already mentioned it, to live in seconds is not human. To live in a muhurta, a certain time period, is human. We can't change everybody, but we can surely understand which muhurta is beneficial, which muhurta functions for this, and so many things like that. So here, everybody is knowing the Brahma Muhurta, right? The Brahma Muhurta. And then the Surya Muhurta just comes before the Brahma Muhurta. So we'll be coming down here in a minute. Let's go up here. Easy to figure this out. You just go for the sunrise, sunset in your area. They'll give you the time for the sunrise, 5:25 today, and sunset's going to be about 7:07. So that, if you add that up in minutes, total minutes in a whole day is 1,440. That's for day and night. And we're just looking at the daytime. So what they've done is the muhurtas for the daytime are 720, and the muhurtas for the nighttime are 720. That's on a day that the sun rises and sun sets at 6 o'clock. So that's how it's figured out. So now, sunrise, sunset. Now, you can take the daylight time. The daylight time today was 13:42. 13 hours and 42 minutes. So in a equal day and night, it would have been 12. So that's about an hour and 42 minutes extra. So of course, the night is going to be minus 100 or 1 hour and 42 minutes. So it is. It's 11:18. So the time in the night is 11:18. So then, what you do is you take the 720, and for daylight, right, you're adding 720, you're adding an hour and 42 minutes, or, you know, it's total is 102 minutes. And that gives you your 822 minutes. That's total for the daylight. And of course, 720 minus the hour and 42 minutes, or 102 minutes, is 618. And they should add up to 1,440 total day minutes. So then this is not too difficult to do. And then what you do is you take the 820, well, that was the total day, and you divide it by 15, and you get each muhurta. Today is daylight muhurta is 54.8. And then you do the same with the night. The night was 618. You divide it by 15, you get 41.2. So each muhurta at the night is 41.2. It just, looking at that really quick, all of a sudden you say, oh, now I know why the Ras Leela happens in the time that it does. Because they want the, let's see if I can get that off of there. Yeah, okay. They want more time. Yeah, I mean, you're running out of time. The night time is not so long, but in Kartik time, the night time is much longer, and it's not cold yet. So now you know the Ras Leela time is the best time, because it's all the function is happening at night, and cool weather, and just perfect. That's why Ras Leela happens in that time. So now here we are in summertime, and the nighttime is less, much less. So here, now I just put there's 30 muhurtas. So I put them backwards here because we're counting down from sunrise. We're counting down, and the first muhurta there is samudra. And of course, to get that muhurta, you're going to have to take the night time, 41 minutes, 0.2, and you take it from 618, and you get 443. So samudra is at that time. Then, of course, the well-known Brahma muhurta is twice, that. So that's twice times 41.2, and you take that from 525, and you get about 4 o'clock and 2 minutes, Then you get the Surya muhurta, which I'm trying to give you some understanding. The Surya muhurta is now around 3:21. 3 times, 3 muhurtas, 3 times 41, 3 times 41.2 from 525 gives you 321. So that gives the rundown on the Surya Muhurta. The Surya Muhurta is, from my point of view, from Shastric point of view too, is very important. And cortisol is the major thing functioning. The cortisol is waking you up. Of course, nobody likes to get woken up, so you probably don't like the alarm, you don't like somebody to wake you up in the morning. But cortisol is waking you up. Now, if cortisol is waking you up, it is happy if you get up. You know? Yeah, the cortisol is going to be happy. So it is not a stress hormone. It's a hormone that is going to, from my point of view, cortisol in the morning during Surya Muhurta is the best cortisol action you can have. The best. It's only functioning for you to wake up and to start your day right. Because you're going to get into Surya Muhurta, and you got about 41 minutes to get ready for Brahma Muhurta. And then in Brahma Muhurta, you're just doing your spiritual activities only. So it is not recognized. The function of cortisol is not recognized by science. They are not identifying it in any kind of function, but it is there. What it does to stimulate, let's see, the sun rays, they stimulate that hormone, the melatonin hormone that you have at night. The sun rays stimulate it, and it becomes serotonin. So when the sun rays come out, and also you can see the sky, the blue sky, then those things, they stimulate the change of melatonin to serotonin, which is a good function. But here, this cortisol, it affects the sugar in your body. Incredible, isn't it? It will affect the sugar. It'll make the sugar rise. So of course, if you wake somebody up and you give them a drink of sugar, he's going to wake up. It's going to help. So the cortisol is a very he's got a bad duty, because he's got to wake you up, and you don't want to wake up. But it's an important function. Cortisol is a very important function in our human body. In a bat or an owl or something like that, it functions differently, but in the human body, it is waking me up, and it is not giving energy to my muscles to do heavy work. That takes the change of air. The air will change after Brahma Muhurta. The air is going to change more for working. But here, cortisol, see it as a very intimate friend that is worried about you're still sleeping. You should at least just roll over, sit up, and start chanting. I say like that because I heard from Satsvarup Maharaj, when he was Prabhupada's secretary in Vrindavan. Well, first of all, when his secretary in New Vrindavan, Prabhupada would wake up, put some water on his eyes, and wash his hands, and then sit down and start chanting japa. But when he was in Vrindavan, he had his japa bag laying right next to his head. As soon as he woke up in the morning, he'd just take his japa bag and start chanting. No touching water, no nothing. And he would chant very fast. He was practically, he said, he didn't give like an exact time, but he said he knew it was around after 2 o'clock in the morning. Prabhupada would not let his servant use a alarm clock. He said, you go to sleep thinking of the time you went to sleep and thinking of the time you should get up. You don't need an alarm clock. Also, when Prabhupada first established the Krishna Balaram temple, he wanted us to follow the Muhurtas. But very difficult. Very confusing, very difficult. But for an individual to do, it's no problem. I just wanted to get that point out. I'm going to do a little Spanish here in a second. But I just wanted to get that point out that cortisol, our little hormone cortisol, is a great help, especially in our spiritual life. It's trying to get us woken up. Everything that I may even give, because this gives inspiration, this gives energy. But generally, the people, they see, oh, I got energy, and they want to adapt it to either their morning sex life or some heavy work or something like that. But here, the morning energy that cortisol is giving is only a little sugar boost. It's not a muscle. The air in the muscle has not been boosted up. No, it's not for any other function than sitting and using your mind to meditate on something internal, not external. No, quería presentar, hoy es el 27 de mayo 2025. Quería hablar algo de cortisol. Cortisol, muchas veces las personas están diciendo, oh, es el hormone de stress. El stress hormone. Pero en realidad no es así. Es un hormone muy cercano a la entidad viviente. Siente la entidad viviente más que cualquier otro hormone. Yeah, cortisol is like a more sensitive hormone that is connected with you. And it reacts, if you do something stressful, it's the quickest one to react. If you do something wrong. If you do something right, it's the one that's there to support you. Bueno, aquí vamos a ver cómo hacemos para saber cuál es el muhurta de este tiempo. Nada más vas en tu teléfono o computadora y dices que es el tiempo que surge el sol y baja el sol. Y ahí ves que es el 5:25 AM que surge el sol y después que baja el sol es como las 7:07. Y después el total minutos en un día, total minutos en 24 horas es 1440. Eso es total en un día. Por supuesto, si tenemos día y noche igual, es 720. Aquí vemos el total tiempo del día hoy es 13 horas y 42 minutos. Y por supuesto, eso es 1 hora y 42 minutos de más para el día. So, es 1 hora y 42 minutos menos para la noche. So, es 11 horas y 18 minutos. Después, si queremos saber el Muhurta, vamos a decir así, ok, 720 es medio de 24 horas, 720 minutos en el día, más el hora y 42 o hora o 102 minutos, es 822. Esos son los minutos del día completo. Y después, aquí 720 menos la hora y 42, te das como 618 minutos. Eso dividido por 15, porque en total hay 30 muhurtas en todo el día. So, 15 van para el día y 15 van para la noche. So, ahí usted ve que 822 dividido por 15, cogemos 54.8. Y después 618 dividido por 15 te da 41 minutos.2. Cogiendo eso, vamos a los muhurtas. Como dije, hay 30 muhurtas, pero cuando Surya el sol comienza el primer muhurta. Y el primer muhurta es cuando Surya el sol, y el 15 muhurta es cuando baja el sol. So aquí estamos en 30. El muhurta del 30 es Samudra. Y ahí te estoy enseñando que tienes que, porque 615 es igual que el 5 y 25, ¿ok? So usted tienes que quitarle 41 minutos.2 para ese muhurta. Ese muhurta comienza a las 4:43.8 si quieres, y termina a las 5:25. Después el Brahma Muhurta que todos conocemos, ella es doble 41, ¿right? O 82.4. Y después eso te da 4:02 minutos. So, a las 4:02 minutos comienza el Brahma Muhurta. Y después, porque quería poner atención a Surya Muhurta, Surya Muhurta comienza a las 3:21. So, usted puede hacer esto en cualquier lugar donde usted está. Cuando estás más cerca al equator, después no es tanto cambio. Pero aquí estamos en latitud de 27 norte, so, hay cambio. Hoy en día las personas ponen mal respecto al hormón cortisol. Right? Yo estoy haciendo esto desde las 3 porque me levanté a las 3:20. A este momento yo estoy un poco cansado, pero yo quería sacar esto porque me sentí mal que alguien está diciendo que cortisol es el stress hormono que hace tantos problemas y hace cáncer y esto. No, cortisol es tu amigo, es muy cercano, debe ser muy querido para la persona. Y para levantarte es increíble que hacen. Cortisol cambia el fat, la grosura en el cuerpo lo cambia a azúcar, un poco de azúcar. Y es como alguien viene y te da un vaso de agua con azúcar en ella, un poco de azúcar. Y eso te levanta, eso te hace activo. Para mí eso es increíble. Y el nombre es Surya, porque cortisol está controlado por Surya. Más que todo, el sol controla cortisol. Pero aquí estamos casi 3 veces 42 minutos. Vamos a ver. Ok, estamos como 2 horas. Estamos como 2 horas y 20 minutos. No, 3 minutos. Estamos 2 horas y 3 minutos antes que Surya el sol. El sol no está aquí todavía. Cuando sale el Surya Muhurat no está aquí. Pero el sol es que te está levantando. Cuando usted vive en tiempos humanos, que son los Muhurtas, vas a reconocer que está el sol con nosotros siempre. Es nada más, y nada, no puedes poner algo como representando una copia del sol. No puedes poner luces brillantes en la noche y crees que estás conquistando el sol. O los chinos que querían hacer una luz tan grande como el sol saca. No, ellos no conocen todos los aspectos del sol. Y si usted pones en tu casa luces brillantes y estás en la noche, eso daña la función de cortisol. Eso daña la función de cortisol. Cortisol es controlado por el sol. Cortisol está enseñando que estoy presente con usted. Y en la noche no puedes poner algo para reemplazar el sol. No. No hay manera. Ok, yo quería sacar eso. Espero que eso ayude a las personas. No podemos cambiar el mundo y algo así, pero podemos por lo menos ver la importancia en la naturaleza. Y no puedes recomplacer la naturaleza. No puedes decir cuándo me quiero dormir, cuándo me quiero no. La naturaleza te dice cuándo dormir, cuándo despertar y todo eso. No, tenga un buen día. Ahí está Dvaitacharya, Nitai Gaur. Todos están despertitos. Y yo voy a darle algo de comer.